Hey guys, Dimension Jump, and today I'll be reviewing the Persona 5 manga, which was released in 2017, which was around about the time the original game was released. And the manga is an ongoing series at this point, and I think last time I checked on about it, a friend of mine told me that the manga was up about the time of Futaba's Palace, so about halfway in the game, give or take. And this game basically follows the Persona 5 game, and it does it quite well. And I do like how, like with all the other manga that I've reviewed for the channel, there are some slight differences in the manga than there is in the game. For example, with Kamoshida, which is basically like the first part of the game. Arn is captured when the treasure is revealed. I don't know if you can see that there, but yeah. And yes, in terms of the manga and the game, Arn is captured pretty much when the treasure is revealed, when the calling card is released, and that's interesting, I would say, because like with the Ocarina of Time manga that I reviewed, in that I said that Sheik was working for Gandalf, which is obviously different than we saw in the game, because because basically in the game Sheik wasn't working for Gandalf, whereas in the manga Sheik was. And yeah, and also I really do like the some of the drawings and stuff, like the stuff that's in the manga. Like I do really like this page with Zoro. I think it's quite detailed, I would say. And I do like some of the parts with like where some of the fights take place in like one screen, or no, one page. For instance, this part where all the main characters' personas attack at once, and that basically covers like a page and a half, and that's really cool and interesting. And it's, I think, something obviously other mangas do a lot. Like I think Attack on Titan, there's like a panel in which I think Eren's Titan basically goes out of control and just starts attacking everything during around the Trust arc, so that's something quite cool. And I do like how in this game, or not in the game, in the manga, people get damaged. For example, Joker here, you can kind of see like he had an injury there on his cheek, and that's very different from the games, because in the game you don't. It's basically a video game. You don't really see that much blood. The only times you do see it is when all of the main characters summon their personas for the first time, and so that's the only time where you see blood in Persona 5. But yeah, it does show a different way of how the games are shown. And yeah, and some of these, I just really enjoyed some of these panels. They're just really quite detailed. Some of them are a bit I would say, in some parts of the manga, but apart from that, there was just some wonderful panels that are drawn very detailedly. And I'm not an artist, but I can see that there are just some wonderful looking panels, and I think the manga is quite interesting. And I do like how in the manga, Joker's real name in the manga is called Akira Kurosu, which is here. So, and that's very different, because in the anime, his name in the anime is Ren Amamiya, I believe. So yeah, that's kind of weird to see two different names for Joker. But yeah, I would say that the Persona 5 manga is an interesting read. It's got all the same elements as the Persona 5 game as well as Persona 5 Royal, and yeah, but in manga, I think it just mainly follows the events in the original Persona 5 rather than Royal. So yeah, I would highly suggest if you played Persona 5 or Royal, doesn't really matter. I would highly suggest you read the manga as well, because it's really interesting. It's a really interesting read on the game. So yeah, that's been my review for the Persona 5 manga. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.